This is the plaintiff, Karen Adair. She says she gave her very expensive piano to the defendant to sell on consignment, and he sold her piano all right, but never told her he sold it. He never told her how much he sold it for. She was supposed to get 80% of the sale price, and she's here suing him for the state max of $5,000 for the piano the defendant basically stole from her. This is the defendant, Rick Smith. He says the piano market in the U.S. is terrible. People are getting rid of pianos in record numbers. He has 600 for sale right now. A few years ago, someone put down a deposit on the plaintiff's piano. He sent her a good faith check of $2,000 and then the buyer backed out. He's invested $2,000 in the plaintiff's piano. He can't sell it, and he's not giving her anything more until he does sell it one day, hopefully. He's accused of not tickling the ivories.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Adair?
Yes.
You're suing the piano exchange represented here by Mr. Smith. Are you the owner?
Yes.
Okay. For $5,000, the statutory maximum, because according to you, they sold your piano and didn't pay you the right amount. All right. What happened here? You had a piano that had been in your family since when?
Actually, I bought the piano from Mr. Smith in 1985.
Okay. And you actually kept the receipt since
I don't throw anything away, Your Honor.
Neither do I. You and I are I need to see the original 1985 receipt.
This is the original 1985 receipt.
It's almost as old as my legal career. Let's go. 34 years old.
I was shocked to find it in my files, but there it was.
I love it.
I was living in Manhattan.
Oh, it's held up well. Hold on. Let me hold on.
Give her her moment.
Give me my moment. It's held up well. All right, so go on. What happened?
I paid the $10,500. It was a Steinway 1923 Model M grand piano. Finally, the kids left the nest. I was moving to an apartment. The kids were all in apartments. Nobody had room to take the piano. So I called Mr. Smith and I said, do you have any interest in selling my piano? I bought it from you. And he said, yes, absolutely. Give us $300 for the delivery and we will sell it on consignment. You will get 80%. We will keep 20%. I said, fine.
So then what happens? And that was when, in 2015?
That was 2015.
Okay.
So I would call occasionally and I'd say, hey, Rick, what's doing with my piano? And he would say, oh, it's slow now, but we're hoping it'll pick up over Christmas. And this went on and on and on. And finally, I called him and I said, you know, I have a friend who would like to buy the piano.
When did you do that?
In 2018.
Okay.
And then his voice changed a little bit and he said, okay, I'm going to send you a check for $1,000. And I thought, well, why are you giving me a check for $1,000? Give me what I'm owed.
Wait, did he say he sold it?
He was very cagey and he wouldn't say. And I said, can I see the invoice?
Wait. Did you ask him, did you sell it?
Yes.
And what was his answer?
His answer was yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then that's not cagey.
But I never saw an invoice for how much it sold for.
But he said, yes, I sold it.
Yes.
And then he sends you a check for $1,000 when?
In May of 2018, and again in September of 2018, after I called and called and called, I got $2,000 out of him.
Okay, so when he sends you the first check, did you say to him, how do I know this is the right amount? Give me...
An invoice.
An invoice.
That's what I said.
And what did he say?
Oh, it's on my desk somewhere, I can't find it.
Then what happens? He just says, I have no idea what I sold it for?
Yes.
Okay, did you sell the piano?
Well, the story is similar to what Karen has just related to you. We sell pianos usually by first taking a deposit. We usually don't get paid all at one time. And we did get a deposit on the piano, $1,000. I was working with the fellow for quite a while. So I didn't want to say to Karen, we sold the piano, because that means she was expecting all the payment. Then I called this customer back. He was renovating his house. So I got another deposit, an additional deposit, another $1,000, which I sent to Karen also 2 months later.
And then what happened? The person never bought the piano?
We never finished.
Where's the piano?
I have the piano.
Oh, you have the piano?
Yeah, I still have it. So what happened was that I didn't...
Did you know he had the piano?
He can say he has the piano.
Well, no. Is there a serial number on your contract? Yes, there is. Do you have any proof that you have the piano?
Yes, photographs I took and sent it. I have them here.
Can I see your photographs?
Sure.
He either has it or he doesn't. There's no, middle ground.
Your Honor,
Is this where the serial number goes?
I guess.
That matches your contract.
Yes. But this is the first I've heard of this.
I know. Isn't this exciting?
Not as exciting as getting paid the money I'm owed.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. The defendant's saying pianos are just a relic now. They're not popular. Is that true?
Yes, I have a baby grand. I'm sitting on it, and I still can't get rid of it.
Why? I mean,
Oh, I guess people aren't playing them like they used to.
why would that be? Does anybody have an idea why that would be?
You got pianos on your phone.
Huh?
You got a piano on your phone.
So you think everything now is based on the phone and not based on because
Electronic. Yeah. Or there's keyboard.
there are the guitars are still popular.
Yeah, that's different. The guitar is easier to carry around. You can't carry around piano.
I'm really done talking to you. I just want to look at that ice cream cone because it looks so good going inside the courtroom.
If he has a piano and it looks like he does, then he's not a thief who pocketed your money. He's a guy who didn't even sell your piano, and you got $2,000 and you got a piano.
I don't want the piano back. The idea
I'm
was-
sure you don't.
That's exactly right.
That's right, but that you don't get to do that. You see,
I understand.
because that's not the agreement you entered into with him. Oh, that was clever. He took he took the picture with the New York Times here, so you know that it's in fact the piano.
Just like a kidnapping victim.
Just like a kidnapping victim. That's a little harsh. That's a little harsh when we know you got $2,000 you weren't entitled to right now. That's kind of a harsh thing for you to say, but all right. So now what?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
This is a pattern of behavior on the part of the piano exchange.
Lady, you are crazy.
I know.
No, you are. Come on. Now we know that the piano's there.
Why do
Stop.
I have to take him to court to find that out?
I don't. Actually, that's a really good question. Have you told her that you have the piano?
No, we haven't spoken in quite a while, although...
Well, what did you tell her, though, at that time? Did you think you still had the sale going?
Yes.
How did you misplace what the agreement was you had with that guy? Because that would have forestalled all of this if she had just seen what you sold it for.
Well, not only did I misplace that, but I misplaced the original consignment agreement.
Yeah, maybe you need to have better record keeping.
No question.
But so how much did you sell the piano for that which sale did not go through?
$9,000.
$9,000. How do you know it was $9,000?
I remember it.
Was it in writing?
In writing.
And you lost it?
I didn't lose it. It's misplaced, and it's still misplaced.
Oh, it's still misplaced
just
below
like-
these 10 years later or whatever?
Just
Okay.
2 years.
4 years later?
1 year.
But if you know the details so well that you just told them to me, why didn't you tell her that?
I don't remember the conversation at all, but I'm sure that she spoke to me
All right.
about it at length.
So it is what it is. We're done. I don't know what you think is going to happen, but it's not going to happen, so you can stop.
listen,
all right?
it's
No.
not just
You
for me.
have your contract, and we're going to go by your contract.
I understand.
So what are our choices now? It seems to me it's what's behind door number 1 and door number 2, which is you pick up the piano, which means you have to pay to pick up the piano,
Yeah.
and then just sell it yourself.
I already paid to send it over to him.
I know. But your contract says you got to pay coming and going if it doesn't sell. So pick up I don't know why you're rolling your eyes
I'm
while
not
I'm
rolling my
talking
eyes,
to you.
Your Honor.
Your piano didn't sell. So your rights are exactly what you negotiated, not me, you. So what are your choices? Your choices are that if the piano doesn't sell, you pay to ship the piano back to you. And then it's your piano. However, you would have to return the $2,000. Choice number 2, you leave your piano there and you try to see if he sells it. And you're already ahead of the game because you've already received $2,000.
How do I have an assurance in the future that when he sells the piano, I will be notified, I will be shown an invoice?
You are in the same position as anybody else who signs a consignment contract.
And who doesn't get satisfaction, like this person who complained on the Better Business
I don't
Bureau.
care.
Same
you
exact thing.
have people complaining. He has 400 people saying he's great. I don't care about Yelp. I don't care about that stuff. I care about this. You gave him a piano. He has the piano. Ipso facto, the piano didn't sell. So your choices are what your contract says. And when you look at me and say, what guarantees do I have that'll keep me abreast of what's happening? You don't. So take the piano back. That's one of your choices. Take the piano back.
You're right.
What do you want to do? You want to take the piano back or you want to let it ride?
I might as well let it ride at this point. But I certainly hope that his business practices will be better in the future.
Well, and, all eyes on you right now, right?
Right.
So 'tis what it is. In terms of you coming in here and demanding the $5,000, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismiss it without prejudice.
Okay.
That way, if a lawsuit bubbles up because you find out he sold it, where is the piano physically? Is it in a showroom?
Yes, it's in my shop.
Like, in other words, if I came in off the street, would I be able to see the piano?
Yes.
Oh, well, you can visit your piano. This is the risk that everybody who does a consignment contract has.
He did tell me at one point that I will pay you as soon as I sell some real estate. And I thought,
He doesn't owe you any money.
I'm
He's
gonna,
paid, in
why
fact,
did he
not
say,
only that,
why did
he
tell me
paid you
that?
$2,000 he shouldn't have paid you. I guess you would have had to pay her $1,600 of that if you kept the guy's deposit, which you did. Like, you didn't give the guy back $2,000.
Oh, yes. I don't keep people's deposits.
You gave the guy the deposit back?
I still have the piano. Why wouldn't I give him back his deposit?
Because most deposits are non-refundable by law unless you specifically say that they're refundable. Had you told him it was refundable?
I didn't say one way or the other because I have a very, I've been in business 45 years in the same place, and I don't want to keep people's deposits.
Okay.
He may come back.
He may come back. I don't know. I think his piano playing days are over. All right, guys. So dismiss without prejudice, and you pay her no money today. All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, in effect, the plaintiff has lost the case. At least the case has been dismissed. Mr. Deere, what do you think?
I think I have the same amount of money that I had yesterday.
You're absolutely right.
That's right. And
Except you have $2,000 you really shouldn't have.
Well, I had $2,000 because he told me he sold the piano, and that's the last I heard. He never told me that the person backed out of selling it. When I said to him, "Where is the piano?" he said, "I will sell some real estate and pay you." And I said, "Why would I
Maybe he
wait for
meant
that?"
pianos by real
No,
estate.
he meant real estate.
Well, you've learned the hard way. Anyway, I
can still take him to court.
yes, you
Dismissed
can.
without prejudice. I can
Yes, you
still
can.
take him to court.
Yes, you can.
So let's hope he behaves a little better in the future.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you. All right, Mr. Smith. You can step over here right now. You kind of sprung a surprise on her with the picture. Good for you, though. Great evidence.
Well, the right evidence is the right thing to do.
I didn't realize the piano market was that bad. Is it really?
It is. It's been getting worse, believe it or not, for decades. Decades.
Any idea why?
Many reasons why. Do we have enough time to tell you
No,
all?
I don't.
Okay, I can tell you all the reasons.
All
there
right,
are.
well, we'll
But
do that some other time.
Lately, it's smartphones are more important than pianos.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
All righty. Harvey?
So, without prejudice, something the judge mentioned, means that the plaintiff can refile this case, but it was filed prematurely, so she has to wait to see if the defendant actually ends up selling it and not giving her her cut.